it going, everybody? Cool. Nut. I was so scared. I had to get rid of a massive wasp from my PC room. Ew! Oh, wasps are nasty. I'm sorry, Coco. Did you get rid of it at least? Is it gone? Is it gone forever? Is it bye-bye? No more wasp? It would not longer be a PC room. It would be the wasp room. You know what? You can have it. As long as you pay rent, I'm good. Don't mind. Just do whatever you want with it. I'll let you see to it. I have D&D. Oh no. Also, did anyone else see the subscribing thing go weird? Is it just on our side? Did you guys see? Okay. I don't know what was happening. A new Sky season came out, which you won't play. I can't wait to not play it, Drippy. What's this season about, man? We heard an echo. I didn't look at the alert. Okay, it looked fine. It just like it played the song twice, and it was a lot. It was the echo. It was a lot. I don't know what's causing it. And I use a vacuum cleaner. It is now chilling inside the vacuum in the garage, and the door's closed and locked. You just sucked it up and then left it in there. Is where you become a theater kid? Oh, I'm good then. I really don't need to play. I've been there. I've done the theater kid thing. I'm good. I've lived that life. I've experienced that experience. I no longer need to be in the theater kid world. That's behind me. So do you just put on plays? It kind of sounds like Tomodachi Life. I think that's what it was called. With the way the vacuum opens, my hands would be in danger. So nope. The wasp was staying in there until it breathed its last dusty breath, apparently. Oh, pretty much? Oh. That does sound pretty fun. That does sound pretty fun. But I will probably not even touch it. There's a stage and you do plays? Oh my god. Can you like throw roses at them? Can you give bad reviews? That's the most important question. Can you drop bad reviews? Like, yo, that play was awful, terrible, worst experience of my life. Should have just watched a Jays game or something. Like, totally not worth it, you know? Back in my day, I remember when there were stages and I did plays. I don't miss that back then. It wasn't so much the good times, it was more the times. I'm glad I got through it. Glad I'm not there anymore. That's my impression of the Henry Kirby. This song didn't like when I did that. I'm so excited to play Kirby. It's sitting there on my Switch screen, and I'm so excited. Little Kirby guy, he's peeking, he's cute, and he sucks things up, and I love him. He's my son, and I would hurt anybody who tries to hurt him. He's so cute. He's so cute. I'm really, really excited. But today, we have to get through the last stream of Ace Attorney. I don't care if it kills me. I don't care if it's a 7-hour stream. We're beating it today for 5 hours. It's gonna be long. I'm prepared. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Could be 7. Could be 5. I hope it's not 7. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna Beaver Bussy Master Blaster our way through it, as Genie would say. BFFs. I'm gonna jump into it right now, actually, because I know how long it's gonna take. That was a sentence. Probably not grammatically correct, but it was a sentence. All right. I looked it up, and there were 3 parts to this trial. We can do this. On a better note, I'm excited for tomorrow. What's tomorrow, Coco? Oh, let me back up. I'm very close to the screen. Or you can copy me, Drippy. That's cool too, you know? You know, that's cool too. Inking day? Are you getting a tattoo? Oh, are you getting the tattoo of the oh, you showed it. It was really pretty. The Zelda one, right? All the jabs in my arm.
Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself?
Ah, morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me what's gonna happen to Mystic Maya.
I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple.
Oh, I see.
Give me money for tattoo. How about I give you money for food instead? Bread? Bread? No! But food. But food. Coco, my tax returns paid for Kirby. Gotta love using our government money for like completely like you know, helpful, what am I looking for? Mature, grown-up things, you know.
So, this is...
Responsible, that's the word I was looking for.
So this is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No, she's a defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court.
How what's the word I'm looking for? How oh my goodness. How I can't. You know when like things are too easy, like it's almost like, oh, how not coincidental. How oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? Cold brain can't be found. No, it can't. Ah, it's such a common phrase. God damn it. She has to be here in court instead of opening the locks. So it's like, oh, how like convenient. Thank the Lord. Thank you. Glev's brain at least works today. How convenient for you. Jesus Christ. I bet you could classify Kirby as a business expense. If I made enough money on Twitch, I could, but I don't. Are you gonna be okay with Kirby? You actually have to play the game. What do you mean? What? What are you trying to insinuate, Drippy?
Then how come she's not here in the defendant lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange.
If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Edgeworth! Edgeworth! I'm saying all the games you play themselves. I take great insult to that, Drippy. Where do you talk? Do you not remember all the Mario playthroughs we played through? Little nightmares. We played games. Okay, no, Sonic Forces played itself. All I had to do was hold the trigger button and that was it. Well, we play games here. We're gamers. We play big boy games. My brain on 5 hours of sleep, unparalleled. Sonic Forces needed IQ. Sonic Forces needed a tape to hold the shoot button down and an elastic band to hold the forward button down. And that was all you needed for Sonic Forces.
Edgeworth! What's Iris doing over there?
She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak.
Today's testimony?
You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution.
Wait, what?
The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession. Or so I heard.
Franziska von Karma, what are you up to?
I know what you're thinking about. Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today.
What? Then who is?
Got it, obviously. Who else but got it?
Got it?
You still suspect Ghost Dahlia as the culprit, by the way? 100%. Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern.
The Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's...
Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. With the head nun's assistant, naturally. We estimate the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news. 3 hours. Perfect for stream.
Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth.
The prosecutor got it intends to nail the case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow.
You don't have to tell me that.
Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday.
It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all of this. Almost immediately after I made the decision, I felt myself getting stronger.
Interesting. Maybe you've passed your cold on to someone else, literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands. Partner? Ooh.
Thanks? Did you just call me his partner? Are we taking things to the next level?
Assuming you don't get sidetracked. I will absolutely, without a doubt, get sidetracked, but it's okay. We'll still get through it. Yeah, no worries, Coco. Enjoy the D&D.
I still don't have answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Dexium. No, I mean Miss Misty Fay. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen.
Ew, I forgot how big her hair was.
And what the woman is really after. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. If my name isn't Phoenix Wright.
Does Phoenix Wright have a middle name? February 10th, 10 a.m. Sure. Oh, my bad. I have to add a delay to my camera. I forgot about that. I was probably talking way ahead of everything. Oh, it's already on. Oh. Everything's Gucci. The reason I like this game is how easy it is to sidetrack. Right, Coffee Cups? It's designed to just stop playing and talk about this stuff. The court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Your Honor? What are you?
Ooh, me? Well, my little brother he has a brother? Well, my little brother who came to visit me in the chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. The Canadian judge is his little brother? Lore! Does that mean he's Canadian? No, he's not Canadian. Were they separated by birth? Oh my god, they're brothers and they're both judges at the exact same place? Oh my god. I don't think I like that bit of lore. Oh my god.
I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot.
My poor brother. He looked a bit pale. Not to mention sad that he couldn't be here. They had to be raised by the same people to be that dumb, right? It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment. Well said, Mr. Goddard. I understand exactly what you said, at least up until the end anyway. Now then, Mr. Goddard, please proceed with your opening statement. I will say I'm glad we're finishing with this judge. He's my favorite. No, Geek, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There is only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy, crazy world. Coffee. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this oh, I was right. I hate when I'm right. I hate when it seems like I wrote this game. So then you mean, forget it. What do you mean? During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make. Confession? The defendant?
Iris, why didn't you discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and her profession. That's one of my rules. You can read up on it on Goddard's 32 Rules to Date a Discord Kitten, now in your local bookstore.
My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes.
That's the job of the prosecutor.
Yes, but first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's all right. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Dexium?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard, where I desecrated it.
What? What? Chippy, what are those emotes? Is this your zoo? Order in the court! Order! Well, witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
I can see they're animals. Why?
3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in cold sweat.
Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite?
Grr, that got it. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie.
Iris' testimony crumpled up and shoved into a pocket. Amazing. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle or a life jacket.
I've been at the Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Karain tradition.
A crab! Yo, cancer represent, boys.
One of our missions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, but main family?
Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself, if need be, to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Karain channeling technique, Mystic Maya Fey.
Wait, you protect her?
Huh?
I'm confused. Wake up and smell the coffee, Trite.
She's naming Maya?
As the murderer? Oh no. Here we go. We're gonna have to try to convince the court that spirits exist and Maya wasn't actually the murderer. Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer?
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
That's ridiculous. Maya would never.
You know what, Trippy? I don't. I truly don't wonder. The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time. But now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime? Jesse Bob, hi! How's it going? How are you doing today? Probably hidden in a bush taking pictures of everything. Oh, all the photos were actually taken by her? No. I refuse to theorize about her.
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected. But I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Jazzy. I'm doing great today. I'm a little nervous we're gonna stream for 8 hours, but it's okay. We're gonna push through it.
I went to the inner temple that night, and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff.
Yo, that's her mom hit Maya?
While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
She tried to kill Maya?
Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
So it wasn't in self-defense. This is very fishy.
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first.
I feel like she's just trying to cover up for her sister, but like she could just try to say it was Maya. No one's gonna believe the spirits, you know?
That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal.
Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And that the person who did go was that woman.
Yeah, wouldn't there be a trail of blood, right?
Iris even admitted it.
Yeah, no, this smells like fish and chips everywhere. Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is that a thing in the UK? Do you, instead of saying something smells fishy, do you guys say like, oh, something smells like fish and chips? Just wondering, just curious. It would make sense, you know. No? Well, then you should. Missed opportunity, Trippy. Come on, start the trend. Start the trend, Trippy.
Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple.
Objection. Did she now? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go?
It was in the inner temple's training hall.
A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute the testimony. That would be properly described as hearsay. What do you have to say, witness?
I just couldn't tell him the truth at the time. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
Oh, what? Oh, let's wait. Hold the phone now. Edwards is in the courtroom. We don't want him to know.
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
There. We all understand how difficult it is for you. And now then, let's continue the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor.
Very interesting. I know, Phoenix not only didn't deny it, he didn't react at all. He just like, What was that? Okay, Phoenix. Okay. Edgeworth shippers be crying tonight, but okay.
You're saying that the victim attacked Maya? I mean, Miss Faye?
Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
What happened after that?
She moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
A dagger, huh? And Elise Dexium tried to stab her with this weapon to kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
Ah. You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce. I said that right.
Huh?
Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from our client, lawyer boy?
Do I have a problem if I have his testimony?
Yeah. Tension music for no reason.
Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
You do? But this witness is your own client.
Yes, well, nevertheless.
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just a minute. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. That's not how the law works. No. Jesus Christ. You can just, if that's the case, you can just be like, I demand her guilty, and then that's it. Okay, now let's continue. A dagger, you say?
She threw her staff away.
Mystic Elise was trying to kill Mystic Maya. I think that's why she wanted more lethal weapon.
That's true. It's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff.
Sister Iris, let me make sure I've got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her staff.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Is there anything odd about that, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, it's odd, all right.
Mystic Elise attacked Mystic Maya with a dagger. I'm sure of this.
Well, I'm not. Let me save. That would be too easy, and he wouldn't get to drink 17 cups of coffee. Yeah. I swear, his core is just his excuse for drinking coffee at this point. His therapist is like, sir, you were highly caffeinated. You were in dire risk of heart attacks. You need to stop. Like, but I need 17 cups of coffee in court to get through it. It's my law. I don't care. You have a caffeine addiction, and this is very serious. Where's the staff? Where's the staffy staff? There it is.
Objection! Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events.
Huh?
Miss Dexium throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But all you can do if a staff it hits someone.
Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword.
Imagine Phoenix just like...
It's a sword, see? If Elise Dexium really had wanted to kill Maya Faye, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say?
she's... I know she's her twin, but that face looks very similar to, what's her name? Delilah. Dahlia. I said it right the first time, don't judge me. That was an impressive bit of investigation, Trey. I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I put this? A long sword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade.
Well.
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. I know they're twins, I know. It was way too similar, you know? As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony.
But there is something strange with this whole testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its arguments.
Mr. Wright.
It will? Oh, God. Here we go. I don't know what we're presenting.
I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can be trusted. Can't be trusted. Because Miss Elise Dexium would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey.
Oh, because she's her mom. She's your mom. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Take that! Elise Dexium would never have attacked Maya Fey.
No, not to be twins. I just mean she made the exact same facial expression. Like, even if they're twins, they'd have different idiosyncrasies, you know? That was, like, very much Dahlia.
Elise Dexium would never have attacked Maya Fey.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Dexium. Her real name was Misty Fey.
Got him!
No, not Mystic Missy Fey.
I have actually coffee cups. I lived with one before in college. Who is this Misty Fey? Is she related to?
Misty Fey is the master of the Crane channeling technique. She is also the mother of Maya Fey.
Are you serious?
Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Was Elise Dexium actually the great mystic Misty?
There's no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
That's right, your aunt.
The idea that she would try to kill her own daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Gah. Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented, one, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, and two, that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter, despite the facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe. Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible, except for one little thing. Yes? What is this one little impossible thing? Aha, you still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps.
Can you get to your point?
I heard this witness's confession this morning, just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. Wait, you're only allowed 17th cup of coffee in court. How many do you have a day? You had 8 this morning? You're going to ruin your health, my friend. Yeah, you can say that again. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime, and he discovered this little beauty. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing? Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else? Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
What? Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene.
Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene?
Huh? The pine tree?
This dagger was stuck in the backside of the pine tree. Well, I investigated it. There was no option to see it. When the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women, this little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree. Which means the blood of this dagger belongs to the victim, correct? Aha. Were you even listening, old man? I first heard this confession this morning, just as I had taken the first sip of 13th cup of coffee. You had 13 cups of coffee this morning.
Didn't you just say it was your 8th a few minutes ago?
I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice. In any case, the court will accept the dagger's evidence. Furthermore, I ordered that a blood test be performed on it immediately. This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. Ew. Bayleaf, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. All right. Now then, the testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. I got a few new emails. Yes, Coco, of course we do. Okay. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible. Cute girls never lie. Ever. Okay. Okay, got it. In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to the court. They're animated. Hold on, I gotta see them close up. Let me click on it. Let me click on the email. Aww. Aw, they're so cute, Coco. I love them.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor. Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with a staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the fence, with her back to the stone lantern.
Whoa. Red? The blood of angry men.
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
A likely story. That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. I sincerely doubt. I think the mom would know her own daughter, you know? I'm sure Maya didn't recognize her, but the mom had to have.
Hold it. Iris, where were you standing when you witnessed all this?
What do you mean?
Well, if either of them had noticed you, they might not have continued their battle.
I wonder if that's true. The two of them, they were standing near the garden stone lantern.
Yes, but where were you standing?
Watching the whole thing from behind. It was dark where the two of them were, so I think that's why they didn't see me.
So it was dark in the garden when the murder took place. Tell me, what did Miss Maya Fey do after she was struck? She was standing behind the statue? How old is Maya? She's 19. Oh, she was 2. Oh, never mind. Maybe she wouldn't recognize. I don't know. But I remember... Yeah, she met Pearls and didn't. Oh no, but she didn't even know about Pearls, I don't think. I remember the mom came to that place because she said the main line was in danger or something, right? So she was there trying to protect Maya. I don't know.
What happened to the victim's staff then?
I'm not sure. The area was very dark, so I really couldn't see. I think it got knocked away somewhere as the fight escalated.
That makes sense. That would explain the need for the dagger.
Mystic Elise raised the dagger to strike, but Mystic Maya dodged it at the last second. The dagger struck the lantern and fell to the ground. And then at some point, Mystic Maya picked it up.
Nothing sounds especially strange yet.
Okay.
You're saying that Maya Fey turned the table on the victim?
Yes. But Mystic Maya wasn't herself at the time. After all, her life was in danger.
I still can't believe it. The idea of Maya cornering someone at knife point is just silly. Not unless there was a burger involved.
As they say, a cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. What is a jackal?
I believe the correct description of a cornered fox is scared and petrified.
Your animal analogies have gone tiresome.
You were the one who started it.
Anyway, so after Maya Fey backed the victim into the stone lantern, what happened next? Oops.
Now, are you absolutely certain that's what you saw?
Yes, I'm almost certain.
Almost.
The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who.
What did she just say? So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
Objection!
We know that Maya Fey was at the inner temple that night, and that the woman that was killed was Elise Dexium. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who?
Ah, I don't have anything to counter that yet.
Well then, witness, please continue with your testimony. Connected from Africa and also maybe the Middle East? Oh, similar to a coyote? Oh, okay. I can kind of picture it.
Yes, Your Honor. The two of them face each other for a moment. Then Mystic Maya rushed straight into Mystic Elise. Then Mystic Elise doubled over and fell to the ground.
So she was stabbed in the stomach,
Yes.
Okay.
Howdy. Where did the dagger go?
I have no idea. It was dark and I couldn't see.
According to the detective who found the dagger, it was stuck into the pine tree in the garden. Most likely it was flung toward the tree after the struggle. That is the most likely explanation, yes.
After being stabbed in the stomach, did the victim collapse right away?
Now that I think of it, she seemed to stare at Mystic Maya for a while. And Mystic Maya stood there, not moving an inch. It felt for a moment like time had just stopped. But then, suddenly, as if the spell had worn off, Mystic Elise fell over.
It seems like a reasonable story at first, but there's one thing that's completely impossible. The very idea of Maya stabbing someone. That alone is impossible, which means this faulty testimony must contain another contradiction in it somewhere.
Damn it, I need to present evidence. Okay. What do I have? I have a stabby stab. I have the notes. Oh yeah, Pearls was there. Okay. Crystal spear. Oh, it says stabbing back. Oh, well. There we go. We're back to the stone lantern. We got him. Where is it? What? What do you mean? Did I present the wrong thing? Cause of blood from stabbing back. Stabby stabbing back. Back. On this one, maybe? There we go. That's silly.
Something about you just isn't right today, Iris.
Huh?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
According to you, Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
It's so weird to see people with legs in this game. Maya, right? She needs to eat more burgers.
Maya Fey stabbed the victim. What?
She just hit the gym.
Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right?
Yes, I think so.
But according to their autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
Nah!
Someone just turned on a big fan. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Ah, it's simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You get my drift? Is that all you have to say? I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. What?
Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter. And now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach.
There certainly are some inconsistencies.
Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing.
What do you mean?
Beep, boop, boop, boop. There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. But to pick out each one requires total concentration and the use of all the senses. Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said? Prosecutor got it! Explain yourself! The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. Clem, I'm sorry. Don't make me feel bad. I'll pause stream right now and we'll go groceries. Or, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. We bring stream, guys. Change of plans. We're now doing an in real life stream. We're gonna stream us getting groceries. You're gonna come to us to a grocery store. You can help us pick out some fruits. Doesn't that sound okay? But can we actually? Like maybe one day, if your heart really desired it, Drippy, I'm sure there's a way I could stream from my phone while we go somewhere. I can yell at the bread for having milk in it. It's weird enough when we go to the grocery store because we're speaking English. But now there'll be people looking at us because I'll be like,
Yo, ColeHillChills here. Yo, guys, what do you think about this bread? So loafy, isn't it? Should we get whole wheat or white? Let's see your comments. Let's get a poll in the chat.
is this game so insufferable? You'd rather go grocery shopping with us? Would be more entertaining? Wow, Drippy. Wow. So insulting. That the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light. Light! Yeah, no worries, Drippy. Are you also getting groceries? By the way, did you know Hazakura has a rule that on nights when Acolyte is at the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit.
I did wonder what the stone lantern was there for.
Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly? Normally, yes, Your Honor, but according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light the stone lantern.
Impossible?
It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in the garden that night. When I got groceries yesterday, I forgot to read the labels to see if there were any milk and bread. Coffee! You gotta read the labels, Coffee Man. Gotta read the labels. I can't read labels anymore, so you gotta read them for me. Yeah, Spanish. Spanish do be a thing. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all. Most enlightening. Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. You can read the labels in New Jersey. I know I can. I mean, I can't read the labels here, so you have to read the labels there. That's my train of logic, Coffee. Yeah, my train of logic. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. Isn't that right, Trite? I can, though. This visor also comes with thermal vision. In fact, I only see in thermal vision. It gets very confusing. Order! Here, Your Honor. Let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Drops it on the table. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind. Was not lit. Should have been lit, man. That lantern should have gotten lit.
Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
The poor person who had to write got its lines. Oh, poor idiot. What's wrong, Your Honor? Was that flame too hot? This lantern! There's something written on it! What? Why? It's written in blood!
Oh boy! So the judge didn't know about this yet.
Written in blood? It says Maya upside down! Or it could say RM Anam. You don't know. What the? Wait, wait. God, it didn't know?
Oh yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her. With
I know Maya just like stood there.
the blood that was draining out of her body.
What the hell? It certainly looks that way. Hang on, just a minute. What are you all talking about? What do you mean? He can't see it? Can he really not see it? What do you mean, what are we all talking about?
We're talking about the message written in blood.
Humph, nonsense. This lantern is as clean as a whistle.
Could it be he can't see the bloody writing at all? Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
So that's what he meant by that.
It says Maya. Damn it, Coffee. In any case, this is obviously an important clue. We now know that the crime scene was dark. And that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Got It, anything further? Mr. Got It? Okay then, let's move on.
God, it's literally shaking, and somehow I don't think it's from caffeine overdose.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Dexium was killed by Maya Fey.
That's just wrong.
Now it's time to turn our attention to you.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We're all ears. Dum dum dum. Bye, Glam. Thank you for getting groceries. Don't give me that look.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Korean tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across the dusky bridge. Then I used a snowmobile to carry it back to Hazagura Temple and... I used the shishishito to alter the way the wound looked.
Intriguing. So you moved the body?
Yes, I was raised at the Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fade clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Dexium was actually Misty Faye. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
I believe you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor.
I intend to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but...
You were spotted by the head nun, correct?
Yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alrighty. You called out to Miss Maya, did you?
So you waited until everything was over before making a move?
No, it's not like that.
She saw someone murdered right in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid. Yes, I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion.
Isn't it your job as the judge to mediate the argument?
It wasn't until Mystic Maya saw me that it finally dawned on her what she had done.
Okay.
So then, you knew! You knew the significance of the name Maya Fey!
Yes, of course I did.
That's odd. I mean, Sister Bikini didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position.
Anyway, she was a very special person indeed.
Do.
Why do you do that?
Because I didn't want Miss Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene.
You moved her body all by yourself.
Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
The snow, huh?
Okay.
It's pretty amazing you can make it all the way across that rickety old bridge.
It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age.
It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
But there's one thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into Eagle River? It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible.
Ha, makes perfect sense to me. For the time being. Anyway, what do you do after you cross the bridge? Okay.
The snowmobile! I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel the Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is the part that was in the question the other day. Should I ask for more details?
Yes. About the tracks?
If you really didn't move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks up in the snow, right?
Well, yes, naturally. You would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from the ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see. Snow is still falling, huh?
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there were such fresh-looking tracks.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony? It's super duper important, man. Super duper important.
When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. And that doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I like the statement I was just made to add it to the testimony.
But does it have something to do with the case?
All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
Ha, this should be fun. Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. That's the one I just added. So what about this one?
Is that what you were doing when Sister Bikini saw you?
Yes, but that's right. She probably thought the worst.
Probably. Most like definitely.
I see. So Sister Bikini mistakenly thought you were the one that murdered Miss Dexium.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's my fault that this case has gotten so confusing.
Okay.
There have been a lot of contradictions in your testimony so far. This time, are you sure it's all true?
Yes, I am.
When the murder happened, the snow had already stopped. According to you, that's why the snowmobile tracks were so clear.
That's right. I'm certain of it.
I think I trapped her this time.
I see how you think. Snow, huh? What's going on here?
If the snow really had stopped by the time of the murder, it'd mean there's a bigger hole in her story than that movie, The Grid, Revelations.
What's the Grid Revelations? Hold on, one quick Google. The first search. Can someone explain this joke to me? The grid equals the matrix. Revelations equals revolutions. Ah, it's a reference to the Matrix. Okay. Okay, I follow now. Tinker, hey, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing today? Well then, Mr. Trite. Perhaps you'd like to share your theory with us. I never watched The Matrix. I've heard something's coming out soon about The Matrix. I don't know if it's a new movie, a remake, or a new show. Something. I remember seeing some kind of posters about The Matrix coming out. Let's see what's up with your sleeve. Or rather, at the end of your index finger. It was a big deal. Oh, I remember it being a big deal. I remember like people still reference it, but I just never saw it. And then the follow-up movies were such hot garbage. I figured, weren't there like 3 or 4 other movies?
I don't want to believe it, but I think my logic is failing me. I was trying to pin the murder on Maya. Why would she want to do that? There's only one reason I can think of.
Wait, what? Okay, there's something to do with snow. Boo, boo, boo. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Where's the weather report? Snow till 10:50. Okay. Snow till 10:50, and she died between 10 to 11. Let's just try. I'm gonna try either the weather report or the picture. Yeah, that one. Cat, how's it going? They had gorgeous special effects, but the plot's much disappointing. I can imagine, Coffee Man. So that wasn't it. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, shoot. I didn't save. It's very important. Speed run. Speedy, 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 speedy. Ah, shoot.
Whoops. Whoopsie toodles.
This one. Okay, let's save this time. Bow, bow. Let's present. Are you excited, Cat? Today's the day you've been waiting for all week. We're finally finishing the case, I hope. That wasn't it. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. I don't know. Yes. Yes, he does, Cat. No, Cat! Oh, what awful timing. I'm so sorry. What else am I push finish on it. Okay, let's press on this again for 1 second. There's been a lot of contradicts in your testimony this time. Are you sure it's all true? Yes, I am. The snow had already stopped when the murder happened. That's why the snowmobile tracks were so clear. That's right. I think I trapped her this time. If the snow really had stopped by the time of the murder, it means there's a bigger hole in her case in that movie. But what's the hole? The snow had stopped. Blood? But what about the blood? I'm watching until I go no idea. Cat, I love your commitment. Yo, welcome back, Drippy man. What do I throw at her? Maybe the picture of the crime scene? Stab people bleed. Right, but I don't have a photo of the place she was apparently stabbed. I just have the Maya one. A little ashy. I know. I don't like it, Drippy. Yeah, it should be, but it's... I don't see it anywhere. What, should I show this? No. Like, I wish I had a picture of the crime scene of the garden, but I don't. Maybe this one? No. To the other temple will be covered. I know, but I don't. I don't know what to show to her for anyone to see that. What do I show? I know there should be blood, but what do I present to them? I tried presenting everything, and I don't know what else to present. I'm on the same train of track. I just present that one thing. Oh, Drippy, thanks, man. Finally, somebody gets it. Somebody helps me. Oh. I don't know. Sure. This. Nope. I didn't get it. Immersive gameplay. Jiffy, I swear to God. No, not the sword. Waiting. Nope. Wasn't Drippy? I swear. I swear to Arceus, man. No, it wasn't the autopsy report. I don't know what else to prove. Oh, damn it. I push A. Ooh! Somebody help. Somebody help me. It wasn't pogging in real life right now. It should be on the edge of my seat. I wish I could reach through the computer to slap you. Stop. Please, just make this nightmare end. We're trying to prove. Well, if she really carried the body all the way over there, there would be blood everywhere. I could ask Mia. Yeah, we don't have anyone beside us right now. Not even Pearls. Bugger. Bam. No, the bridge wasn't quite out by then. I also just tried the bridge. Nope. It wasn't that. Wasn't the orb. Where's Geeky when you need him? Nope. This is awful. No, I hit A again. Damn it. No, I hit it again. ColeHillChills at his lowest. Okay. Not the dagger. I don't know. Am I really got to look up a walkthrough already? Hold on, guys. Wait, maybe the one before it? Maybe this one? It's already been an hour and 22 minutes? Oh, we're screwed, guys. We're screwed. We can do this. We can do this. We totally got this. I believe in every single one of you. Sorry, I'm just channeling my inner Mia right now. Present the weather data on the 4th one? Why wouldn't it be on the 6th one? What difference does it make? Oh my. It still didn't do it. It still didn't do it. I dragged it. This one? Lord love a duck. I can't be bothered to put my thoughts into mouth words. Yeah, no worries, Coffee Cuss Man.
You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What? What?
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Oh, why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and caught on fire.
What did you say? The bridge? It was on fire?
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? What? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What?
But it can't be. Didn't she just use it today? Did she not realize it was under construction?
It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
No! No!
Order, order, order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right. The inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Weird here, weird here. Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself? I miss my Me Too coffee cups. I was excited for her to be in this game. The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man. Me? How dare you? Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now.
Since it's squat,
The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right? Yes, of course, but... Hey, how's it going? Whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not, there are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Dexium was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun, Sister Bikini. Witness Iris desecrating Elise Dexium's body.
ha! He makes a good point on both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night, so my memory is still somewhat hazy.
Oh, go suck a baloney.
Have you stared at the witness stand that testified this entire time? Are you telling us now that your memory of the night is hazy?
It is only human to err. If you're so perfect, Tribe, maybe you could explain this for the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge had already burned down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick.
Ugh! Not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across the burnout bridge. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
Looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation. You see what I mean? In other words, let me save, just in case. You're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth.
Knock!
It's me, got it. Welcome back, Godo man. All right then, witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation of what your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be your final testimony?
It better be. She's been lying her ass off the whole time.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much?
Are you role-playing?
Or are you saying that there is a way across a burning bridge.
Yes. So it was just a misunderstanding, I see. This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident. It certainly was burnt to a crisp, and one of the suspension wires even snapped. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall. Maybe you could tiptoe across the wire? Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
Unless I do something that discredit this testimony.
Wait a second. Who took this photo? Who took this photo? Is it our camera-loving?
Howdy, y'all.
It better not be.
It's gonna be deemed as the truth.
Tiptoe through the window, do.
And Maya will be accused of murder.
Right. I'm only gonna say it one more time. I took the photo. Nah, she just yeeted the corpse like when Trunchbull threw that kid in Matilda. I haven't seen Matilda. I keep thinking of the Goofy Joker. That was so good, Drippy. Yuck. I'm just tired of pretending it's not funny. ColeHillChills. I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm. I just haven't seen it. It is only human to err, and only humans can spot the errors of our ways.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
All right, Mr. Wright, please begin your final cross-examination. Oh, God.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay. Now see Danny DeVito's golden movie. Danny DeVito's in it? Oh, now I have to see it. Do it, Cat, ban him.
Yes, but the snow had already stopped when the incident took place.
I couldn't have crossed the bridge, naturally. But I think it's just like Mr. Goddard said. The body did make it across somehow.
And directed it? Oh, I triple need to see it now. Doom. I must have just gotten confused. Eh?
But you seem to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure the snow had already stopped.
I'm terribly sorry. I was wrong.
Does she really think an apology is gonna get her off the hook? This is no joke! You're giving sworn testimony in a court of law!
Well, Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today?
Huh? Well, I naturally, it was,
You see? It's not that easy to remember, is it?
But if it had been on some kind of special day, I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation.
Objection.
No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas, Trey.
What?
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on obsessing over that one statement, let's see proof. Show evidence that the body somehow crossed the bridge while it was on fire. I have evidence, but it's not good evidence. Wait, I can't let this go. Oh, this. Why are you calling people satellite in Russian? Wait, what? Sputnik? Oh. He arrived, pretended to be God, and left with zero explanation. I don't know, right? He's just like Batman, so mysterious. He comes and leaves as he pleases. Nobody knows where he goes. I literally asked.
Well, I don't see why there couldn't be a way across.
Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly? A dead body crossing the burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing?
If there was, I don't think you'd call someone like that a witness. After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something.
I've come all this way, so I owe it to everyone to figure this out. But how do you transport a body across a burning bridge? Even I don't know the exact answer yet. It's okay. I'll start by examining all my evidence and see where it takes me. I've got to be like a shark. If I don't keep moving, I'm gonna be dead.
It's fine. Why can't people spell? Am I missing? I honestly don't know, coffee cups. I didn't even know that's what that word meant. All right. Here we go. Let's try it. Our evidence to prove you can cross a burning bridge. It's Larry's sketch.
A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What? Maybe it's a quirky catchphrase. You're saying it's possible. Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's being pulled out of thin air.
I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Who is it? Who is his witness?
I can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go. Miss Elise Dexium's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Loris Dexium.
The brilliant, highly gifted apprentice.
Remember what he said in his testimony? That night he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Hall, and that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before.
That's the one.
It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
You're such a satellite, lols. Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument.
Uh-oh, the judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
Hold on, let me readjust. Is this bit much excite? Ooh. It's a code word for Russian sleeper agents. Well, Trite, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does the sketch prove anything?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm gonna prove it.
Listen, I know your tricks. Haha, you're trying to turn this whole thing upside down.
Huh?
If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch?
Upside down? Why did God say it like that?
All right then, let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is the sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is gonna forgive any more mistakes.
Is it upside down? What would it look like upside down? Her falling off the bridge?
All right, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. This sketch, drawn by Loris Dexium, is...
Do-do-doom. Do-do-doom. I hate how quiet it is. Give me music to think. I've been saying that for 2 streams, The picture's upside down? Ugh, evidence of nothing. A complete contradiction. Exactly what happened. There's no way that scared me. God damn it. Damn it, Ace. Larry was looking at it laying in his back and saw it all upside down. But I thought he just saw the lightning strike from there. I thought the lore was that after he saw the lightning strike, he went to the bridge and then saw this and then drew it. Exactly what happened, maybe?
Of course the victim was flying through the air. You can see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh!
You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
What? What was the last thing I wanted to hear?
Do you have any evidence that the victim flew through the air? Well then, just so you know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the inner temple yet.
Ugh, I wish they had.
Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're 1 cup's worth of entertainment. I think we should skip the penalty this time.
There must be some way I just know it.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's showing that he did see it, in fact, upside down. No! Well, we have to present it again now. Where is it? Here we go again. I'm sorry, guys. The way they said it sounded like he saw the lightning, then went to the bridge, and then drew the picture. I didn't think he saw the whole thing upside down. Coffee and Cat, the new Ace Detectives. It's the entire time. Trippy.
Something's obviously funny about this sketch.
Hot tribute. I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Loris Dexium stated over and over that the sketch was exactly as he saw it. However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
It contradicts reality.
Ah, this is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to the finger-pointing thing again. Okay, Trite. So what exactly contradicts reality here?
The girl. She's flying. She's flying, I tell you.
This flying figure, naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly yet, or did I miss something?
Dum dum dum.
Mr. Wright, the answer just now. It was lethal.
Oh. Mr. Wright, and the dragging us all the way to this point. That answer was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing, I'm actually blushing.
Blushing only suits women, not the elderly. Anyway, what now?
Point to something else. I'll point to something else.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I'm in a tight spot.
How do I... What am I supposed to point at then? I have no idea. Coffee cups. Bridge?
It's this wire connected to the bridge.
The wire? Aha. Is that the thing that contradicts reality?
It is indeed.
Then show us the reality it's supposed to conflict with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality. Huh? Oh, this. I think. Yeah, also age as well.
Here's your evidence.
Right. It looks like the only piece of reality you have is that poorly drawn sketch.
Huh?
And the only thing flying away here. Oh, never mind. That wasn't it. Let me reload it. Point to something else. Okay, so the bridge, the wire part was right. That was right. Uh-huh. So I guess I'll try this picture? Maybe? That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes. Now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute.
We're from Karma. Yeah, no, we got it instead, cat. Borking his head off outside. Aw, doggo. Why did the Doge bork? I don't know. You should go ask the Doge. Can you live stream it, Coffee?
In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumping Jehoshaphat. The wires are
below the guard wires.
That's why my dog does the same thing. It chases birds. Order! This sketch is somewhat different than the depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong. Oh, school bus. But there is usually not a Doge bark at the kids. Why today? Why not? Any day's a good day to bark at kids, you know?
With someone like Loris, I admit I mistake a definite possibility. But then that begs the question, why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
Are you saying you know the answer to that?
Listen, think back, all right? Remember what Loris was doing when he witnessed this event? He was at Heavenly Hall, waiting for a lover that was never gonna come. He waited and waited, and finally he lay down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Loris must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in this sketch go go up instead of down.
Ah! You say that with way too much confidence. Wait, I did? Sure, if you were going to bark at the kids, why never before? I don't know. Maybe the time just doesn't arise, you know? I know a dog lives in the apartment next to mine, but I have never heard a bork before. Maybe he's usually a good boy. Maybe he's usually good, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta get the zoomies out. You gotta get the borks out. I relate. Ugh, no way.
Loris Dexium witnessed the event while he was lying on his back face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
Any day is a good day to bark at kids. It's true. You ever see a kid walking in the street, you just want to go up to him and go, "Ruh, ruh, 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 ruh," you know, just bark at them? It happens to me constantly. Don't act like I'm the only one. Don't do this to me. No, actually. Really, Drippy? Shocking, man. I would have pegged you as a borker. The pupper saw the school bus. Ah, that could be it. That could be it. So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Loris Dexium sketches like this. This is how it should look.
I'm not insane. $2.90 for tickets. Okay, cat. Get what checked out? I like to bark. What? I'm kidding. I'd bark too if I saw a school bus for the first time and I were a younger pupper. Right, Coffee? Totally understandable.
The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. Got him. It was actually swinging below. That's right. Just like a pendulum.
So close. Order. Of all the things to say, the pendulum.
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found in the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done.
That got off that I could just run around with. Right, Coffee? Let's think about this for a minute. Or bork at, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, that sounds right.
In order to cover that distance from a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead.
The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident, so it doesn't make sense that the culprit would have prepared for the rope beforehand. So then, they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of them.
What?
I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
So they swung across the chasm? In that case, Mr. Wright, please give an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think the criminal had the rope on hand? Yeah, I guess it's this. And the meaning of this is...
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Ah! This is one of the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck at the bridge and set it on fire.
Welcome back, Glam.
One of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste. So they tied the wire around Elise Dexium's body. Because there was simply no other way to move the body.
That was insane. What? Mr. Got it! He's chugging that coffee. It seems Mr. Goddard is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. The odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all. You're right, Cat. But like the question is, how? How did they tie it so that after swinging, the rope broke loose and she perfectly landed on the other side instead of just, I don't know, crashing into the other wall? Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Trite, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung like a pendulum? I do. I have two. I have the autopsy report that it fell 10 feet after death, and also the crystal spear landing there. Let's try the autopsy report. Did Glum go do the hunting and gathering? Glum did do the hunting and gathering. We use vegans, so the gathering and the gathering and the gathering. We can hunt vegetables. Glum said you should have seen the tomatoes. They had no chance. Let's go with the autopsy report.
Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
No, it wouldn't. It would keep swinging forever because it's tied to the rope. You would need someone to be alive to hold the rope and then let go of the rope to get to the other side. Like, how? The body should still just be hanging in the middle of the chasm. Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What? What makes you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report.
Am I wrong, Cat?
It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet.
How did it come loose?
And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal spear was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal.
I'm on a roll.
It's the one that came off Miss Elise Decnium's staff. And even more important is the place where the crystal spear was found.
So they tied the staff with it as well? Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found. Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would have arrived, if given the right amount of speed. Speed!
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You provided us with a way the body could have been moved at night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive. Why, Mr. Wright? I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down. What is the meaning of this? Mr. Got it. That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trey. But you forgot about one thing. Oh, and what would that be? The aroma.
Huh?
A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma.
The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffinese.
Can you elaborate a bit more? Coffee, would you translate for us, please? Didn't stay on his head. That would have been amazing, right? if the criminal had sent the body to the other side like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice lying in wait to catch it. An accomplice? The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge, so who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite? Mr. Gardner is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazagura Temple without an accomplice.
Well, it would have to be Iris. Who was the person that received the body in the Hazagura? Iris.
It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? But I...
I don't see why you're surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Right. Were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie, was on cleanup duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. Jeannie! How's it going? Jeannie! No, I don't think it was Bikini. I think Bikini was just doing her own stuff at the other side.
I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Got It? This witness was also seen at the Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
Mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using this sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known.
No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about the whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with? What?
What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
What? What kind of nonsense is this? This is what I meant. Yeah, Gleb's, yeah. She made a face very similar to Dahlia. You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple? Oh, are you serious, Trite? You mean this woman is? But that doesn't make sense because Dahlia's dead. No, but that's what the court said. Like, she's fully dead. Like, they executed her. That's what Edward found out. Iris didn't have any powers that they said. Yeah, she's a twin. Is Iris channeling her twin sister? Cat, I swear to God.
There's no one beside Iris that could have received the corpse that night.
But then who threw the body in the first place? What if Iris is actually dead? No. Iris has been here at the temple the whole time. But like, I'm very confused because Yeah, they've already done that with any meaning. They wouldn't repeat the exact same plot. If somebody channeled Dahlia on the other side to throw the corpse across, are we saying Dahlia channeled Maya, went back, and then came back to Iris to go to the other side? Did she channel 2 bodies that night? Like...
Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach this whole trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing at the witness stand. Her real name is...
Really? I'm very confuzzled. Someone's yelling.
I never thought I'd have to utter your name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne? I am so lost. She's not alive. She's dead. She's 100%. It's her sister channeling Dahlia. It has to be, because they executed her fully. Like, she's gone. Also, the mom left Pearls a note telling her to channel, what's her name? Dahlia. But someone else already channeled. Like, it's
Sister Iris had a twin sister,
I'm fully convinced she's dead.
and you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless. It's actually the Blue Badger. It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh yes, I remember now. That case, 5 years ago. That would be good writing. But sadly, this game does not have good writing, so.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say it's not an infinity presence.
It's not all mine.
No, it's all mine. Oh, wow, that transition. But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month. So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom. What? Cat, you're not winning. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yeah. Order. She is dead. She's being channeled.
But wait a moment. How can you... My sister, she's already dead. Well, what kind of...
You of all people should already understand, after all. The blood of the master of the crane channeling technique flows within that body.
The crane channeling technique. Now, where have I heard that?
That's right, you're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium.
Cat, I'll take 290 since you can just... Only 290 though, you know, only. Pay up, please. Don't know. What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone on the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister Iris was.
Well, if you're gonna put things that way, then yes.
Cat, we're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happened?
Go long. Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
Well, what's that?
The one thing from the groceries that I wanted? No, Drippy, we did not buy any cheese. Sorry, man.
These instructions were written by your mother. Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple.
Two of them.
Even the time when the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
That means that Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Hawthorne.
It's really good cheese, guys. Do you even know what you're trying to say, Tri? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris.
What? What?
I don't know if I've ever had Bree. Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled. Teresa! Oh my god, hey! How's it going? How are you doing today? Would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. Whee! Why did it? There wasn't even a knot. The rope was through her body. It was later that the body was moved by the pendulum.
That's right.
Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazakura Temple's main hall. They found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center.
Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Phew, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced.
But something still seems off. Way off. I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night.
Aha. I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. I know, so good they showed it twice. Like the real Iris and the spirited Dahlia somehow switch places. Switch places? What? To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Which means they must have switched places somewhere.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia? What do you mean switch places with her? Did their souls swap? I don't know. There was one? Did we say there was one?
I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown.
Unknown? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's right.
What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move out freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move about freely like that?
I'm sorry, I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, no. Edgeworth, not our boyfriend. This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake? 2 hours, 14 minutes. We're good. We can finish the next 2 parts in less than an hour. We're good. We're totally good. Don't worry, Drip Drop. We'll finish it. we'll be fine. Yes, we know. We know. We were there. Saw with the flashbacks.
We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris is already there. However,
everything shakes except for the text.
They had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
Interesting. That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No gentleman in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling.
Be quiet.
Ah, I hate when I'm right. See, this is what I meant, Coffee Cups, when she made the expression. I was like, that's a little too much like Dahlia.
It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
That voice. Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne, professional murderer. Dahlia Hawthorne, and my current profession?
Permanently retired. Aha. So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead.
Oh, I don't like that phrase at all.
There's nothing, really nothing you can do to punish me.
What is going on here? Deal with the horny.
Dahlia! I never thought we'd meet again. And I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her and for myself.
To be continued right now on ColeHillChills. Bam, bam, bam. We got it, guys. We're gonna master blast through this. Part 1 done. Part 2's next, guys. We got this. We 100% got this. We're doing this stream. Totally got this. Now then, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Well, witness.
Yes, how can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well, it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony.
I have no problem with that. But when you've seen what I have, sometimes the truth is better left unknown.
In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night. The plan.
The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Maya Fay would first have to die.
Okay.
The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris.
Poor Iris.
The plan went wrong, but it seems to have succeeded anyway. What? Huh?
So that means you really are...
Wait a minute! Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya?
Yes. You have a problem with that?
Don't give us that nonsense!
Watch yourself, Trite. If you've got a problem, solve it during cross-examination. That's one of my rules. Mr. God is correct, and by the way, that's one of my rules as well.
To kill Maya! Could it be true?
Why blame it on Iris? Did she not want Iris to be the next one and she wanted it to be Pearls? Interesting.
You were executed last month, correct?
Yes, I was hanged. It wasn't exactly pleasant.
Jesus.
How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Fay?
Last year, she was transferred to the same detention center as me. Since I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
I see. So that's when you discussed the plan.
Ha! Are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well. Even though I'm her own daughter.
Jesus.
All to make Pearl Fay the massive crane.
She's a cold, twisted woman. Though she thought she could finally regain her lost honor,
That face doesn't look right on her. The eyes look very out of place.
the honor she lost when her younger sister, Misty, took her place as the master. Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
A plan, huh? Same energy. No, not really.
A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master.
Oops.
You're talking about Pearl Fay, is that correct?
Yes. Although at first she had high hopes for the two of us.
You and your twin sister Iris.
That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with our father.
Oh, neither of them had a lot of spiritual power. Interesting. Abandoned.
The only person I ever really cared about in life was myself. My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple.
Bruh, your twin?
You mean Iris?
Yes, my father remarried a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general.
Jesus. How terrible! So basically 90% of the problems that happen in the series would be solved if Morgan Fay didn't have the audacity. Yeah, but she did. And now people are dead. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Genie.
The really horrible one was that woman, the bitter, vengeful woman. It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, Pearl Fay. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power and forehead. Unfortunately for her, Morgan Fay heaped all of her broken hopes and dreams onto that poor child's back.
Ace Attorney.
All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become her main family.
She sounds a lot like, oh my god, she sounds a lot like, what's his name from, My Hero, Endeavor. Had multiple children, but none of them were strong enough. Finally had pearls and tried everything in his power to make him or her the next headmaster. Anyways.
Maya would have to die, but why?
For our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Pearl the new master, the remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of.
They're in the shitty parents club. Yes, they are.
But Pearls would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Maya.
How sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master. That's all.
That's ridiculous.
She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally the life of Maya Fay as well.
How could anyone do that? You were gonna kill Maya?
Pearl didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was to follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. And then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead, and there's nothing any of you can do to me.
Grr!
So the plan was to blame the crime on her younger twin, on Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
She and I look absolutely identical. No one can tell us apart.
If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it. I know, right? My best friend / almost girlfriend almost got murdered. Grr! And the witness in the case was the head nun, Sister Bikini. I never would have guessed she was going to return to Hazagura Temple that night. But she wound up seeing Iris's crime anyway. But what did you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she? Twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
Backstabber?
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway. The plan went wrong. But the plan went wrong.
I think the plan was a success?
Hey, you heard me. Just as that woman had hoped. Maya Fey is dead.
Nope. No, she's not.
Now the title of the master will pass on the pearl. Fey.
That's absurd! Maya is she's just trapped! Trapped inside the Skeeker Cavern!
Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you, my darling Feeny?
Oh, we plan went wrong.
Do you want to know the truth? Ever since we met, I've despised you.
Oh, remember when we were asking Iris about Dahlia and if she ever mentioned Phoenix? We were actually talking to Dahlia. She said it to our face.
Your sniveling naivety and your pathetic faith in other people.
I just want to know one thing. What did you personally think of Morgan Fay's plan?
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes, it was certainly nothing to be proud of.
If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? Why would you kill Maya?
You may not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me, why?
Isn't it obvious? It's not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was for myself. For my own personal satisfaction.
What did you say? So this woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reasons for wanting Maya dead?
Why? No, I don't. What was your goal?
Obviously. It's because you were helping Morgan Fay.
Helping. Don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone. I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious.
This case is wacky.
So she wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan. She was just using Morgan in her plan so she could accomplish her own goal.
That's an understatement. It's quirky.
All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. That was the only way I could think of to get revenge.
Revenge? Looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. I can't believe it.
Wait. What evidence? Hold on. I gotta read this one again. Was kill Maya. That was the only way I could think of to get revenge. Revenge. It looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. What piece of evidence? What do I have? The surprise! Maya isn't dead because they actually killed Mo the clown, who was dressed as Maya. Oh, yuck. Bad ending. No, that'd be a good ending, honest to God. What do we have? Please, God, let it be true. What do we have? Trippy. Wait, is it something to do with the burnt letter? You must channel her evil and leave everything up to her. Her name is something. She is our and the whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it to channel. Once this is something, burn them also. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Is this what they meant? I don't know. Maya? Mia? Oh. Because Mia's the one who got her arrested? Oh. Yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, it was. Clem, you're so smart. You're so smart. And Cat. Cat also tipped it off. Oh, no, never mind. Cat didn't say Maya. No, all credit goes to Glenn. Big brain glum.
Could it be that your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself?
As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore, because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem, you see. You can't punish the dead, and you can't take revenge against them either.
You wanted to take revenge on someone. I was trying my best. Pay up, Cat. Pay up. I'm kidding.
I was sentenced to die because of that woman, Mia Fey.
I somehow knew this was it.
Also, don't know. Mia is Maya's older sister. I'm just teasing, Cat.
I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. I wanted her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up.
And the reason it was impossible was that perhaps because Mia Fey had already died.
Yes, and I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. I wanted to take away the person that Mia Fey loved most. I wanted to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Mia. That was the reason I helped out with that woman's plans.
Their mom should have chosen different names. Maya and Mia. Morgan, Misty, Maya, Mia. Although Dahlia and Iris and Pearl don't fit that chain.
Just for what? For that you would kill Maya? Your goal was no different than that to Morgan Fey.
As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless.
Hemph, don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you, there's not a thing you can do to me.
Grr!
That night, at about 9:30, I materialized into this world.
Well.
I quickly pinned my hair up and put on a demon warding hood. Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left Hazakura Temple.
So, it was Elise Dexium who channeled her after all.
That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing. She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her poor old back.
What did you do then?
That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom end.
You did not stab Maya.
So then you're saying you stabbed Maya?
It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that.
What does that mean? No clear memory.
I don't know. I think I was stabbed.
You were stabbed?
At the last minute, Maya Fey must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it. What?
That's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a French fry with a fork, with a plastic fork.
Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness.
Oh! The goal wasn't to kill Maya's mom at all. It was Maya's mom who channeled Dahlia. Maya's mom channeled Dahlia. To kill Maya. No. Dahlia wants to kill Maya. She's just the one who's channeled her. And that's how she died. No. So, well, Pearls had the letter, right? So maybe as the mom was helping her learn to read, she read the note and went, "Oh, I have to summon her before Pearls does." And that's why she went over to the bridge to... Oh my god. That's how... So Maya killed her own mom. Because Dahlia was the one... Jesus. Anyway.
But before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern.
Yep.
Just as I was passing out, I wrote Maya behind my back. I had hoped it would cast suspicion on her.
This game sucks. I can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end.
That's where my memory temporarily stops.
It stops.
I don't have any memory of actually killing Maya Fey with my own two hands. My very last memory was...
Oh, that look in her face.
Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern surrounded by darkness.
You were in the sacred cavern.
The entrance was sealed with one of those tricky locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there.
How? But how did you wind up in there?
I'd like to know that myself.
Did Maya then summon her and lock herself up? I'm so... Even when we think, oh, we got it, they're like, nope, there's many more twists for you to uncover.
Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not Maya Fey was dead. And I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed her myself.
For a ghost, you're one tough cookie.
Genie!
I wanted to get out of there and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out. The trick lock stopped you, huh? I didn't know how to remove it. So then you're saying you were actually confined against your will inside this sacred cavern? Yes. I wanted to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it.
Interrupted?
It was early in the morning. Someone came into the training hall. What? Who?
Could it have been Maya?
I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself well at the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only 2 people could have gone into the training hall. Maya and Pearls.
Hairflick animation.
Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll and Gravy.
Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late. What do you mean by that? The flies had already started to gather. The fly? Oh. I thought I meant from like the gravy on the... the bridge had been fixed and the police had started an investigation, correct? Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
The real Iris?
She said she'd come to make sure the sacred cavern was all right. Stupid girl. I came out from the sacred cavern and got a feel for the situation. And I locked her away in my place? Is Maya here with us right now? Is Dahlia channeling Maya right now and Iris is now the one behind there? Do they wear similar clothes? Kinda. Oh my god. And I locked her away in my place. I mean, I figured because the hair was her hair, you know? But I guess her hair also changes when the soul summons her. I'd finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I... Yeah. Yeah, they keep their own hair, but I guess not in this case. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean your planet succeeded?
I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I had assumed that it was Pearl Fey. Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions. But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was... Misty. Misty Fey, the picture book author. What? Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there. Then who moved the body all the way over there? I am very confused. Did Maya swing her mom's dead body across the cavern? But if that's the case, who moved? I am so confused. Jimmy, you're not helping. Maya Fey. I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit. And that is? Matricide? The sin of killing her own mother.
Ugh! No way!
Order in the court! What is the meaning of this? It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya. But even so,
The murderer who actually snuffed out Misty Faye's life was none other than your darling little Maya.
Ridiculous! That's nonsense!
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What? What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Maya Fey has disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it?
Huh?
The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple. That much is obvious. In that case, there's only one place she could be.
What? Where?
Do I have to spell it out? The bottom of the Eagle River. Where else?
No, she's right here in the courtroom. Eagle River.
Maya Fey killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that?
Can't wait to go back to Greatest Attorney. So there's more of this spirit. There's no more of this spirit channel. I like this spirit channeling. It adds twist to it, you know? 13 minutes, cat. No, don't go to work. It's okay. You don't need money. You just stay here.
That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River.
It gives me a headache.
Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever. So, what do you have to say now?
Jimmy dialogue in general gives you a headache. Feeny, ew.
Oh.
Oops. Sorry, that's my phone.
What kind of ringtone is that?
Got it here. Okay, thanks. Was it something important? They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern.
That's great! What about Maya?
There was a woman in the cave. Was it Maya Fey? It was the accused, Sister Iris. So Maya's with us right now in the courtroom.
Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that.
So, what about Maya? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the sacred cavern.
Is no one gonna ask what body she's currently inside of?
No, it can't be.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead.
No!
No! Phoenix, you idiot! She's right in front of you. Are they literally think there's a ghost walking around? Like, everyone in the universe is dumb. We know this. But this is really dumb, you know? It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end. Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Dexium, also known as Missy Faye, was her own daughter, Maya Faye. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Faye jumped to her death in the raging waters of the Eagle River. No, it can't be. Thank you, got it. Please be the one person. Try. Have you ever heard of this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth, no matter how improbable it may seem. What is that supposed to mean? Prosecutor, got it? According to this witness, Maya Faye threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth? Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden, which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side near the bridge.
That's right.
That's where she jumped from. Isn't there? Oh, isn't there land next to there? Yeah. But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there.
What?
Don't get your panties all twisted up, Trey. Just relax and think through the whole thing again. I don't like that he said that.
So it's impossible. Wait, how did you know I'm wearing panties? Maya couldn't have thrown herself into the Eagle River.
Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Faye threw herself into the river from the inner temple. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's impossible.
It's impossible to jump onto the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness.
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. And as you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh, you're right.
She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo.
Aha. So you finally figured it out.
You. No!
Order!
You. Here's playing with me. Maya Faye's body is at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could possibly be hiding.
Oh, sweet Dahlia.
Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard of this woman?
Mickey Mouse Judge? Oh boy!
Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago.
Maya Faye wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River.
Correct. That eliminates all the most likely possibilities.
Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What? What is this one possibility you're talking about? That's obviously a bluff. Yes, please, Phoenix. So, where is her dead body then?
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? In this very courtroom. There's one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
What? Even got it? Didn't know? You say she's here in my courtroom? Has the same energy to me as Demon Garrett of Schwarzenegger voice has? Huh? I gave Demon Garrett the Count Dracula voice.
Dahlia Hawthorne, I seem to recall that you said, I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Well, by that, that's obvious. It's Pearl Faye, the pathetic little sniveling runt.
Oh, she thinks it's pearls.
You're wrong. Pearls tried, but she couldn't do it.
Someone called me before Pearls did, but who?
Pearls even tried again on the day after the crime. But she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now, am I correct? It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. there was someone else who, before, it was Gumshoe.
Three times.
This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Missy Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left.
Come on already! I can't stand the tension! Oh, Judge.
Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Faye.
Huh? What? How could that be? Remember what this witness Dahlia Hawthorne said about her goal. She said that her goal was to kill Maya Faye. Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her. Well, Gramps, what would happen? Could it be?
It looks like you finally understood, Your Honor.
Well, I don't. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
Oh, I thought it was to like lock her up so everyone else would like find her.
To protect herself from me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Faye. The path back to Hazakurt was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All this time you thought you had been channeled by Pearls. And that's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you.
No.
Don't say that. That face. Jesus. You're saying that I, Dahlia Hawthorne, was played for a fool by that little whelp. Maya Faye killed herself. Isn't it obvious? No.
Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into the Eagle River. This is the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who has never been out in the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea?
Me, of course.
No!
Also, Pearls, you were just here? Couldn't we have been like, oh, I'm in Pearl's body. No, look, she's right here. God damn it, Mia. Let me catch up in chat. This is so upsetting. Charlie, yeah. Oh my god. That could work, that's true. Right? Maya was smart enough to come off the plane like that. What if you don't? Alternative universe where you don't work. Yeah, stream at work, cat. Easy. Well, yeah, networking. Yeah, no worries, cat. Have a great time at work. If you're gone already, I'm sorry I missed you. A stream where we look at your Switch album. We can do that. We can do that easily, Drippy. We lost. Bad ending. Great 8. You know what? You are right. Great Ace Attorney would not have this.
But Mia Faye.
Oh, they had the same voices. Hold on.
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
So it's true. It was you. It just, Ace, whenever Pearls gets possessed by Mia, it's a bad ending.
Yes.
You're something else.
But what? What are you doing here?
That hair is Pearl's, right?
the hair doesn't change. They gotta make up their mind.
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to the night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden. And then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. I was stabbed by Maya Fey. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did. Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed. Yo, Ken, welcome, dude. We're at the ending right now, man, I think.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do.
Ken real?
She did that. I can't believe it. Of course, I didn't have all the details. But one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was?
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free? What do you mean?
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
So it was Maya who put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you order her to do those two things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else.
Little pearls.
By one Pearl Fey.
But pearls?
Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. So all she was trying to do was follow her mother's Morgan Fey's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirits, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
So that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Fey to kill Maya at all costs. Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you? I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure.
Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say? What do you mean by another?
Well, think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. The audit failed.
Being real is overrated. Ain't that the truth, Tinker?
What?
How dare you? Coming from an AI, trust me, I know the feeling. Being real is not worth it. Become Sentinel, guys. Become a robot.
11 years ago.
You Sputnik.
The fake kidnapper, your very first crime. Bloop. You got her hands on a $2 million diamond, but... After Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Just shut your mouth. That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman.
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but... you wound up killing someone else.
Rough.
As a result, you were sentenced to death.
Don't you hate when you try to kill someone, when you accidentally kill someone else? Just the worst, man. Just the worst.
It's one stupid move after another just for you, but it's no longer funny.
You, wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face.
And now this! You've messed up again! You let Maya Fey escape, even though she was right there in front of you.
Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. You spinster. I suppose to kill you Sputnik. I suppose to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would.
And if only you had gotten this spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict,
I wouldn't have been hanged to death. True.
True.
But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me. For what? What do you say? Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity. Grr, grr, grr.
I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said that there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever.
That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that, no hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp. You're wrong. It can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you?
It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now.
Ah!
Oh, God!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi! Hi! I'm not ready to go.
I love my future nightmares.
Maya!
Maya?
Nick? Sis?
Oh, Maya! No! Right? Oops. Well then. Now then! I assume you are the real Iris!
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. Okay, hold on. I really need to pee. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Be here, pee.
Gotta go pretty quick. Step it up. You're too slow. Chili dogs. Chili dogs are poggers.
No. Oh, hell. Okay. Okay. We didn't fall too far. We didn't fall too far. We didn't fall too far. We're okay. We're okay.
Let's go find a cave. Oh, look,
Awesome.
there's a sheep over here. Oh, look, there's a sheep.
Friend. Okay, I'm back. Drippy, I swear to God, I don't know where this attitude with this quirky little laughing face trend is coming from, but I don't like it one bit. Hold on, I gotta really catch up in stream. Hold on. I'm very behind. Oh, that scared me. Oh, Tinker, thanks so much for the follow, man. I greatly appreciate it. Phoenix really said L plus ratio to get fucked all. Yeah. They feel. More roleplay. I'm sure the judge allows for someone to talk descendant like that. Yeah, that was very haha, you're dead, you suck. I know. Yeah. Like, I know, like, couldn't we just, like, I don't know, help her atone for her sins? Why does it have to be a loser? Like, bruh. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, right? Channeling her, of all people, for that long? That's exhausting. Dude, it was incinerated. Quick clump hijack stream. Well, that was a lie. He put the game on hold for a pee. I need to pee. I'm still gonna finish it tonight. I've been oh, no, there can't be much more after this. Okay, am I almost caught up? I'm almost caught up. Oh, thanks, Drippy. Almost caught up. Okay, I think I'm good. Genie? Don't you dare. I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything is finally cleared up. Mr. Got It, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne? If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from. It seems Missy Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. It's too powerful, Genie. Maya Faye, as well as a young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It would be the best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again. Remember it said I was falling for 0 seconds. Peak and Drippy CM.
Your Honor?
Yes, what is it?
About this whole spirit medium thing. It's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the crane channeling technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Ooh Cult?
I've seen quite a few things in my years on the bench. And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris Hazakura Temple. Wait, so... Used to? Are they both the same now? It took smart. The judge actually tried to do something smart for once. He researched, he studied. Yeah, oh, Ace, you missed it. The Canadian judge is his younger brother. He got sick, and that's why the judge is here today.
Objection!
What? No, we're done here. Got it, we're done here. Got it. I know you want revenge. But look, Mia's right here. She can, like, talk it out with you. You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor. What do you mean by that, Mr. Got It?
This trial, this isn't over yet.
What? What's left? He hadn't had his 17th cup of coffee? Obviously. Try. Remember that Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony.
Huh? Dahlia's testimony.
He's okay with it because he doesn't like his brother? Oh, maybe. In front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed. Oh. Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone. Yes, that's right. The person that was ultimately killed was a spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. Elise Dexium, no, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it.
This isn't over?
Oh, for Lord love a dove. Can we please be done? Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there is evidence that proves her innocence.
No way!
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony. The prosecution is ready to call our final witness. Final witness? This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye. Indeed. Is it really all right, Mr. Prosecutor? Of course it's all right, Madam Attorney. I was gonna say, doesn't they know each other? Why? Oh, does Mia not recognize Got It? I know he's wearing a visor, but surely Mia recognizes him, right? Very well then. Who was his final witness? Is it Misty? Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Someone who saw the whole murder take place. The very person who saw her. Oh, Maya.
You mean Maya?
Maya's gonna be on the stand? Oh, now we've seen everything.
You can't. She can't testify after what she's just been through.
We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Faye to the witness stand. Oh, come on, dude. She hasn't eaten in days. Can we get a burger in her at least? Very well. But first, we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Faye to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial. Hey, try it. I've got something to say to you, so listen up.
What is it?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer. Okay, it's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
You got some nerve, although you're totally right.
But that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're gonna have to do this by yourself.
Huh? I mean, Mia is still here.
That's enough. This court is now in recess. Maybe friend Zika came to visit Maya and brought her a grease sandwich. I hope so. Maya deserves a burger after channeling that evil spirit for that long.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. But I met Iris at the training hall yesterday. They had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you, why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister, I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by our mother and never got any love from our father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But, as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's stepsister, Valerie, ended up...
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mia Fey
And Diego Armando. Oh my god! Phoenix, please connect the dots. It's him! I know he doesn't see this picture, but...
after poisoning Mr. Armando.
Wait, what? After poisoning Mr. Armando...
Who was getting too close to learning the truth. Oh my god, that's who was poisoned? Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. Wait, does...
Oh my god, Tinker! Thanks so much for the sub, man! I really appreciate that, dude! Hold on. Does Goddit still think it was Phoenix that poisoned him? Or does he really truly just want revenge for Mia dying? Oh. The trial's gonna take another 3 hours? Yeah. Wait, no it's not. Shut up. No it's not. Be real with me, Coco and Genie. How long is the next trial? How long do you think it'll take us to beat it? 24 hours? No way. Glenn would kill me. It wasn't so much an idea as knowing how long Cole would take to finish this. Tinker, by the way, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from, man?
Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right!
Coco, no, I need answers. Do I end stream and make dinner, or do I pog through it? Surprise Wednesday stream? No!
Iris! There's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim,
That's what I want to know.
Elise Dexnium, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone.
Ow. Germany! Really, Tinker? Oh, that's awesome, man. The next bit is the final stretch, so it's mega brain time. It might take you a while, possibly. Will it take me a full stream, or do you think maybe just like another hour, you know? How how long we talking?
There's a problem.
Oh, there's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away.
I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple. But the path to the inner temple was cut off, right?
Cut off, right?
Exactly.
That's really annoying.
We can't just leave the body here.
So you've got to do this exactly as I say. Got it? So good it shows it 3 times.
It was me. I was the one that received the body.
Grab the sleeping bags!
The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held.
I knew it! So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the snowmobile.
Okay.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that those staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Missy Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with a shishichu. I grabbed the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. What?
I see.
Why are people so against helping me in this game? Defendant!
Yes.
The judge calling you. He wants you to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne.
All right. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell.
There's something I want to tell you. Oh, does Iris have a crush on us? I feel like that's too much. Phoenix's ex tried to kill him. I don't think he could date someone who looks just like her. Believe is carrying this cast. Imagine if you will. Diego was having a good time working with Mia. Perhaps they even dated. Then came her debut and the failure of the Terry Falls case, with Diego being poisoned and falling into a coma. After years, he wakes up and catches up what happened. Phoenix did Diala's poison until she was found guilty and was executed. Mia died in her own office. And his rookie for an attorney, who essentially protected Dahlia, failed to save Mia. Yeah, you know what? And took her office. When you put it that way, Tinker, yeah, I can absolutely see why he has a grudge against. Yeah, that really makes a lot of sense. My homework tonight. Statistics show that Dahlia was actually summoned by Maya. Wait, what? Oh, you have homework tonight? No.
Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me.
Oh, that face, though. How much homework do you have? Are you sure? Are you sure? We can just do it next week. People have been saying it's going to take a long time anyways.
So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning.
No, get out of Pearl's body.
Mia!
No Wednesday streams. Why wouldn't it just be next week? Why would it be tomorrow?
How is Maya doing?
Physically, guys, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
I see.
God damn it, guys.
You don't mean she's learned who Elise Dexium really was?
Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. And I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya is stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure out that answer by yourself.
Mia, for freak's sakes, can you please tell me something for once?
The trial is about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet?
No.
Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still, I think that just maybe I know who it was.
I don't.
That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the inner temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means, the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day.
Well, the only two over there were Pearls and Maya. Watch the killer be Edgeworth or got it. There's no, I don't think it'd be got it. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in trial with us. And Edgeworth, nah. Nah, he's too much of a good boy. It was Phoenix. Larry, honestly, no, he was trapped on the other side, though.
Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple the following day.
That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win. Or lose. Genie, I swear to freaking God.
Morgan? But Morgan's either in prison or dead. Oh, Pearls was there. Pearls reaches for her every month. And Pearls, yeah, she gave Pearls a letter. There's a dumb little bean, but too precious to be a murderer. Yeah, we can't have our straight token character be a murderer, you know? The rest of the battles is yours to win or lose.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Missy Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me. All by myself. Even though Mia's right here beside me. She just refuses to give me any of the answers. Tomikaton!
I would love to play Apollo Justice Tinker, but like, I don't have a way to stream it. Like, it was only out on like the DS, and I can't stream the DS, so it's not on Steam either. I wish I could. I'm hoping it'll be ported. I don't know how else to play it on stream. Yes, I would in fact like to save my progress. A DS emulator? You foolish tomhottery foolery. Well, not only that though, but I can't get the game anymore. The Nintendo, I think the DS eShop is closed now, right? Like I can't buy the game. Also, I think Twitch is really not happy with emulators on Twitch, from what I've heard. I'll look into it. If they're okay with emulating, I'll consider it, but I really do want to play it though. We will be though going back and beating the great Ace Attorney Chronicles #2 after this. We still have that one to beat. It was Royal and I guess Rommel. That's why I played the first Phoenix Wright with an emulator. Oh, yeah, but I don't know how they feel about streaming it. It's okay. It's okay. I'll look into it. I do really want to play all the Ace Attorney games. At least all the canon ones, you know? I think we need to do a Wednesday stream. Would you guys rather I beat the case tomorrow or next Tuesday. Break a promise? I tried my best to broke a promise. I tried my best, Drippy. I tried my best. I'm hungry. Wednesday, the only non-canon game is Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one. Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Are you okay with that? No, it won't be more than 3 hours. It'll probably be less. Yeah, for sure. Okay, then yeah. All right, we'll pick this up tomorrow, guys. We're beating Ace Attorney this week. You have a dentist appointment tomorrow? Oh, Coffee, no. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Do we just play it next week then? I don't know. Coffee, when's your dentist appointment? Do I stream earlier in the day? When's your appointment, man? He said this week. So as long as he does it tomorrow, he keeps the promise. I'm going to try my best to beat it, man. I'm going to try my best. I want Coffee to be there. This is the one game Coffee Cups enjoys. At 3? Oh, damn it. Right when we stream. Just watch while the dentist is poking your teeth. Okay, I will have dinner and I'll think about it and I'll think about when the best day is for us to stream the next chapter. 3 East Coast. When do I start streaming? At 2? So an hour after you start? Maybe I'll stream earlier tomorrow then? Like an hour earlier? How much longer is left? Like 2 hours? Like an hour and a half of it? I'll think about it. That was not the sound I was expected. It's a great sound, isn't it? Isn't it, Tinker? I will let you guys know in the Discord tonight what our plans is. We'll figure out some time to beat the game. I want everyone to be there who enjoys the game, you know? It's only fair. Thanks so much for being here tonight, guys. It was super fun. And I will see you guys real soon. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.